Okay, we're back. Awesome. Okay, so just transferring some assets from my older version to the project to my newest version. So I'm just doing some updates, and super happy because I figured out world partition and how to do the H lots. So I'm getting super awesome performance. So now it's just time to bring over some assets and see if we can like get this area to the same point as before. Hope I didn't mess up this thing. It says almost 10,000 assets. That's not the amount of stuff I needed to move. I'm not sure where it's getting so many reference from. The thing with migrating assets is that I need to be careful not to overwrite anything on the new project. So let's see if I and the other one, I'm not sure if I was working on the I'm not sure if I was working on test one or the original one. Okay, let's just give it a second and see. Hey, how's it going? MetaHumans. Is it easy to rig? Well, it comes with a rig already. For cinematics, it's probably one of the best tools you have in Unreal. For games, it's way more tricky. I I try not to use metahumans for games. It is possible for sure. You can optimize it, and it's getting better for games little by little. But still, it's a very complex asset. You will need to really learn a lot of things around metahumans to make them work. But it's getting way better, way nicer. There's this new cloth. You can like resize the clothing to the metahuman, which is super cool. But definitely, there's a learning curve to take advantage of metahumans. I think they're very cool, and now you can like modify them a little bit easier and stuff. So you can make creatures, like humanoid creatures. Okay, so we move this asset. Okay, I'm trying to update this project. And just want to make sure that I'm sending things to the right place. I'm gonna... Hey, how's it going, Uni? I want to send my creatures. Okay. So I was... Nice. Yeah, Unreal is getting very nice. I'm updating my project, and I figured out world partition. I'm like super happy about this. This is something I wanted to do like since world partition came out, but I was not able to figure this out. And I managed to make it work, which is like the H-lots, generating H-lots for world partition, meaning that I can take advantage of world partition to get very good performance. The problem with world partition is that when you get very far away from an asset, it just disappears and it looks very bad. Really breaks the whole, immersive. It really breaks the immersion because like things disappear. But now with H-lots, you can walk away from things and they stay there in a lower version of detail. It's like LODs but in steroids. So I'm super happy about this. How to find asset packs for Unreal Engine? Well, Unreal Engine, Epic Games, they give free asset packs every 2 weeks. So make sure you're grabbing those. And there's also a lot of asset packs. Like look at this huge thing right here, right? So many assets. And it just runs so good. Like I can't believe like I'm finally getting into optimization and I'm finally making things run better. Let me just fix these things. So we are getting 100 frames per second in this broken city. Like this is crazy. Like I was not expecting to get this frame rate. I'm just so happy. Even like going fast like this, like dashing around, I'm like super happy. And the cool thing is that we can go far away from this. Like we can go very far away, and it just doesn't disappear. It's always there. This is the power of H-lots in world partition. Hierarchical levels of detail. You see, when I go far away, it swaps the mesh for a lower version of it, and it stays there. Like I wanted to figure out this for such a long time, and now I got it. Now I can get like super good performance. Things don't pop up in the distance, I'm like super happy. And I'm also not using ray tracing. I'm trying to see how good can I make the game look without ray tracing, to also save on performance and make the game more accessible to more systems, more people. I just watched this video on performance, and I was like, yeah, I'm not making a cinematic, I'm making a game. I need to think about these things and take them seriously. So I'm just very, very happy about this. So when it comes to asset packs, yeah, I'll just go to Fab. You can go and plugins, Fab, activate the plugin for Fab. That's gonna make it appear here after you reset the editor. I'm going to launch it on Steam. I'm trying to make a demo and launch it on Steam. And here you can go to this home. Let me see if I can find it. Or, well, another way you can do it is just go to Fab on your browser. And here you get the limited time free assets. Every 2 weeks you get free assets. So try to download those. I mean, not download, but add them to your account. Here you get very good stuff every 2 weeks. I appreciate it. There's also a horizontal version. I stream vertical and horizontal. Sorry about that, zooming in the camera. This new camera I got, it's like has like automatic zoom in stuff. Let me see if I can make it go back. Yeah, right there. That's funny. So it's super cool. Like I'm super happy about world partition. Like and it's like very simple to set up. Like you just need to basically go and use the template. There is like this thing here. Where is it? You create a new level. Oh my god, I totally forgot where it is. That's funny, I did this yesterday. Okay, new level right here. File, new level is the first option right there. So you create a new level and you choose open world with a landscape or empty open world. This has the world partition settings. You don't touch anything. This is what you need to do. Just use that thing. Then you go to build HLOTs and it will just make the whole thing for you. There's just one setting, one little setting you need to change, and it's right here on your runtime partition HLOTs. You need to uncheck spatially loaded for your instance meshes, and also if you can go to landscape and uncheck the HLOTs for the landscape, because sometimes when you have a big landscape it kind of like causes problems. But there's a great YouTube video that shows how to do this. I'm like super happy about this. Hey, how's it going? Yeah, any asset, any asset, any .object.fbx. You can easily put it in Unity, no problem. You just need to connect the materials, and that's the hard part, making materials look good in other engines. Usually when it comes to transparency and stuff like that, it takes a little bit more work. So let's see if we got this blueprint that I was trying to move. It's called enemy spawner. I think I moved it to the wrong project. So yeah, I'm updating this from this one and updating to another project. So I'm just moving some stuff. I want to move my enemy spawner. Which is this thing here, and I'm just gonna break some references here, so we don't need to gather those references in the migration. I just don't want to overwrite anything. This thing here. Yeah, let's just make it whatever, just to break. That reference there, and I think we got everything else. Also, we could probably break this reference here, just so we can move this blueprint without getting any other references. No, these are all assets I've been collecting. I did this call right here. There's a couple things I've made, things I cannot find, but if I can find buildings and cables, I will just use them. I just don't have time to make everything from scratch. How to make a jump scare? Probably you will need to use a trigger box, very similar to what I have here for the bug spawner, and then you can activate an event based on the trigger box. There should be good tutorials on YouTube about that. I made it. This is a kit bash model I made, kind of like putting stuff together. Okay, so here, let's see if we can actually migrate this. The thing is that I don't wanna overwrite a lot of the stuff that I have in my new project, so I need to be careful with migrating assets. It's gathering a lot of references, which is kind of strange. It doesn't have, supposed not to have much references. Yeah, migrating assets is something's weird, especially with blueprints. It's referencing some stuff that I don't know why it's doing that. Yeah, Sketchfab is a good place. There's a lot of not so good stuff, but definitely you can find some cool stuff. Also, don't forget about the Epic Games assets. Those are probably the best. There's a lot of stuff people don't take advantage of. If you go to the sample page in your Epic Games launcher, there's a lot of good stuff in there. Okay, let's send this to this project, which is the one I'm working on right now. And you see, it wants to overwrite the RPG Engine character blueprint, but I don't want to reference this. So let's go cancel. And actually we're gonna do this. We're just gonna break this. This node, so it doesn't reference that character in there. I just want to make sure that I'm not referencing anything else. And we can move it now. Migrate, asset actions, migrate. Now it should be way faster. That way we don't have the main character. Yeah, definitely. Unity, the asset store, has some good stuff. Oh, they also give free stuff. Nice. Yeah, I need to check that out. Definitely, they should have some cool stuff. Yeah, the problem with my YouTube monetization is that I'm not able to get you need to receive an email to your house, and the mailing service, something's going on with that. I tried 2 times and I'm not able to get my PIN code to verify my address and get paid for AdSense. It kind of sucks. Yeah, I need to check that out again. And you have only 3 tries. After that, I'm not sure what's gonna happen, but it's kind of strange because I have received mail to this address before, but for some reason my PIN is not arriving, and it kind of blows. But yeah, I've received donations directly to my PayPal, and there's some people who have been supporting the project, which is very nice. Again, is referencing that character. That's so strange. Huh. Why is it referencing the character? Yeah, let's delete that stuff. I don't wanna. There's nothing here referencing the character. Why is it like? That's very weird. Yeah, it's always difficult to update the project. It takes a while. That's the issue. But every time you update, you clean it up and you make it nicer, so it's worth it. Yeah, I probably need to do that. I should probably need to do that. Yeah, I should probably link my PayPal somewhere. That would be nice. Yeah, the other day, one friend just sent me a Discord message, and he was like, "Hey, dude, like, do you want me to like get any assets for you and stuff?" And I was like, "Well, I saw this this Android on Fab, and it was on discount and stuff, and he just bought it for me, so it was very nice." It depends on the game, how big you want to make it, what you want to make. Uh, it really depends. It's kind of hard to say. Look at this thing. It's like referencing everything. Like, why? Oh my god, look at this bunch of references. Why is it getting all these references? I don't understand. That's so strange. Huh. Hey, that's so weird. I'm just sending this. I think this is the value that we need to delete. So it doesn't get any reference to the character. That's strange. All these dependencies. You're making a zombie survival. That's very nice. I mean, yeah, just Google what you need. There's the Epic Games forums. There's Discord channels where you can ask for help. Also, there's templates if you are starting. If you're learning on Real Engine, I'm learning on Real Engine myself, so using templates is very good as well. So there's a lot of resources you can use to make a game for sure, and try to keep it small. That's the biggest thing. Wow, these dogs! Today we have like dogs barking everywhere. Wow. So that's probably my advice. Keep it very small. Evil Dead 1995. That's cool. You see, wow, this is referencing props. What? Wow, this is so strange. Yeah, I'm sorry guys, I don't know what's happening here, but I think I'm not gonna like even send this. I'm just gonna make it again, to be honest, because I don't wanna migrate like 1,000 assets to this project. So let's just remake the blueprint. That will be way faster. So yeah, making a AAA looking game, it's more accessible nowadays. If you are using very good assets, you can make something look good very easily. Well, not very easily, but way easier than before with Unreal Engine. The problem is performance. Like if you want to make something that actually plays good and looks good, it takes some effort for sure. You've seen the videos on YouTube, people complaining about performance and just like Unreal Engine in general, because it's very easy to make something look nice. Nowadays, the thing is like, can it run good? Does it feel good? That's the difficult part of things. Okay, let's see if we can like remake this blueprint. It's not gonna be that hard. It's a very small blueprint. Kind of like, just gonna copy this. I'm not gonna make the game for you, man. That's funny. And I don't need assets. I appreciate it. I have like too many assets. Like too many assets. I've been collecting assets for a long time, to be honest. If I need something very specific that I cannot get, I model it myself because I'm a 3D generalist. I know the basics of 3D. And if not, if I like, there's some artists that I follow in Fab Store. So if I really want something specific and it's on discount, I might get it myself. So it's yeah, I have too many assets. To be honest, this project is nice because I'm like using a lot of stuff that I wanted to use. BP RPG character object reference. So this one, it goes here. We're gonna set or no, cast to. I'm just gonna connect this here. But yeah, that's what I recommend templates, because I'm not a coder by any chance. I know very little about blueprints and stuff. So using templates is a great way for an artist or somebody who doesn't know much about blueprints to get started. Okay, we need to create a box collision. And this box collision needs to be referenced. It's called onComponent. I forgot how to get this one, to be honest. Okay, let me just... begin. Was it like begin? No, my god, I forgot how to do this one. That's funny. Oops. I think I made this based on the elevator the other time. I appreciate it. Have a great time. Yeah, man. You need to sit down and deal with it. It's it takes time. Takes time for sure. Nobody's gonna do that job for you. On component being overlap, begin overlap. Oh my god, I always forget how to do this one. Okay, no, that's not the one. How's it going? Say it speaks. I can copy paste it once the reference is there, but I don't know how to call this blueprint, which is kind of ridiculous. I always forget. Okay, cool. Nice, we got that going. Then we need to just gonna rebuild this one. Right here, since we not going to just migrate, I'm just gonna move it. Just gonna leave it like that. BP bug, that's the one we need to move. Okay, now we're gonna migrate some stuff. Oh, it's in the detail panel of the box. Okay, I appreciate it. That's nice. It's on the details panel of the box. I'm like, oh my god, I always forget about that one. So now we're gonna get the bug character. We have the crab. Yeah, let's just move all these creatures to this project. For the migration to be a little faster, you can close the other project, but it's pretty fast because there's not too much to move. And we're gonna move another blueprint, which is a super simple blueprint. BP bug. This one. It's just the character jumping, because I'm using this to make the enemy spawn and kind of like got out. Hey, how's it going? I'm creating a some kind of like exploration, sci-fi horror game. So let's move this one, and then we can get this character on the other project. I'm updating the project, so I'm kind of like moving some stuff from the older version to the newest version. Hopefully this one is not gonna take too much time. And then we can complete this blueprint. So yeah, I'm super happy about world partition. I'm finally figuring out how to deal with world partition, and I'm trying to make like big environments. And finally, I'm getting to deal with that. So I want some cool enemies to spawn in this environment. Let's see if we actually get in. Okay, there you go. Let me double check. Why is it referencing so much stuff? I don't understand. Like, this migration, it's just getting everything, but I don't want to get everything. I just want the bug character. Something's going on with my dependencies. Yeah, it's some kind of like exploration, survival, horror game where you get to like explore an environment, find out what's going on in there, something like that. The environment is gonna be like a huge desert and stuff like that. Again, it's because it's casting to the RPG engine, to the RPG character. That's what it's grabbing a lot of references that I don't know why. It's grabbing like a lot of static meshes. I'm not sure why they're referenced to this character, but we can just rebuild this thing again. I think it's gonna be faster, to be super honest. I have a Discord. You can send me a message there, and we can definitely get into a call or whatever. We can probably set something up. So again, I think this is a we can probably make it an actor, because this is just a just want to play an animation kind of thing for the spawner. Okay, let me see if I can bring it here. Okay, we are missing track number 1, a skeletal mesh bug. We're gonna create that variable, which we need to reference to the skeletal mesh of the bug creature that we're gonna get here. Right here, this is the character I want. Bug creature number 1. Why is it called number 1? It's referenced already in the function. Okay. Oh, I see. Okay. Okay, and here we need to reference okay, no, the reference is already there. We need just the character. Probably we don't even need to have it there, because we are just casting to it. Yeah, probably we don't need. Oh crap, I hope I didn't mess up. Oh my god, it's changing too many things. Yeah, the timeline is wrong. My email is probably available on my YouTube channel. I think there is, but you can talk to me in Discord. I usually respond more easily there. The timeline is the issue here. So let me get this one, which is the target as well. Right there. And the timeline number 1 is the problem. So we're gonna come here and there's no timeline. We need to create that timeline. Let me double check. It's 0 to 1, value 200 on C, and it's a float. No, it's a vector, I think, because it has direction. So 3, let's just lock that up, and C goes from time 0, value 0, frame 1, time I think 2 or 1, value 200 on C. Just so the character can pop up. Like, I'm trying to make it go out of the ground. I think that's how I have had it before. And here it's no longer using track 1, it's using track 0. Okay. And the character is gonna use a animation asset, which is gonna be jump. Just gonna jump out of the soil. And it's not gonna loop, it's just gonna do it once. Okay, I think we got that one. BP bug. Okay. And then we need to spawn the actual AI character. So to do that, I'm just gonna double check that everything's working, because I did change some references. Yeah, that's kind of scary. Yep, I think everything's good. Okay, nice. So next step is going to get my AI bug character, which I need to be careful not to I just want to get the skin so I don't overwrite anything. Okay, we migrated some stuff, so now I cannot see the dependencies. That's another thing that happens in Unreal. When you migrate stuff, it disappears in the content browser, which is nice because you kind of see what you migrated, but you need to kind of like open it again to see. Dude, just join my Discord and talk to me there. I don't really understand why you need my email. You're being very sketchy, to be honest. You're being very sketchy. If you need to communicate to me, you can use my Discord. I cannot make it more simple for you, to be honest. Okay, so let's see if we can get this other thing. So we can actually spawn some cool enemies here. And another thing I want to try is yeah, oh man, I'm gonna be honest, like streaming at this time, dude, I get the weirdest interactions on chat, to be honest, man. Yeah, I like streaming at night. 7, 8 p.m. US, it's a good time to stream. Get very, very weird interactions in chat when I stream in the morning. Okay, so yeah, let's try to get that going. The other thing I wanna try to move from one project to the other is the errand landscapes, the brushes that I used. Not sure if I will be able to do that, but I might be able to get the positions from them, so we can get the ground kind of like moved around. That'll be cool. Then I will start getting the mechs and all the cool stuff that I had here. So that's gonna be very, very nice. Okay. The other thing I realized is that I'm including this PCG debris on the H load. That's probably, I should have included those, because now they're baked into an H load, and I might be changing the PCG. Probably need to have a layer for my PCG so I can separate it on the H loads. That's probably the smartest. Dude, I'm gonna be honest, man. Like, you sound like an Indian scammer. I'm just, I don't want to be rude, but oh my god, dude, like, seriously, man. Oh my god, I don't want to be rude or anything, but you do sound like a scammer, man. It's funny, man. Like, the Discord link is on the video description. I cannot make it more easier. I cannot make it easier for you, man. Like, seriously. Yeah. Yeah, if you're looking for somebody to hire, ArtStation, it's good. You know, go look for somebody in ArtStation, man. Seriously. Jesus, dude, like, oh my god, I get these interactions all the time at this time in the morning, man. It's funny, man. It's funny. Good night, sir. Take care, sir. I will see you, sir. Take care, sir. Jesus Christ, man. Oh, okay. Yeah, you need to be very careful. Very careful. Okay, so let's come here and see if we can move the bug. So what I want is just the bug skin, which is a data layer that I'm not seeing here. So it's called the bug. We need these data assets. to migrate here, and we don't want to overwrite anything. Very importantly, that's gonna be quick. It's just a data asset, and that's gonna be super quick. That's gonna be super quick to just move here, and with this we should be able to spawn some enemies. Let's see. This is gonna be the behavior tree, this one, for close combat, and we're gonna get the pawn class, which is gonna be the bug character. Okay, RPG engine, AI enemies. Close combat. Okay, here. Okay, so yeah, I think I remember how to do this. We're just gonna make a child of this one. We're gonna call it BP AI close combat bug. Hard, because that's the difficulty of it. And here I'm going to we're gonna do two things. Here in the body, I want to add the bug character so we can actually visualize. The character there, and on the BP main component we're gonna go to skin, and here is where we're gonna tell it to be the bug creature. Okay, cool. Now here I want to spawn the bug AI, and I think that's it. Maybe I'm missing a couple of things. The volume is a little bit too small, so let's copy the volume size that we were using here. In this blueprint. Let's see, here, box, transform. Okay, there you go, that's the actual size. and we're gonna put it here. In scale. Paste. Okay, now we have that. Okay, bug. Okay, I think we have probably everything. Let's see if it works. Hey, how's it going, Titan? Doing great. I'm learning a lot about optimization. Yay, the bug spawner works. And it's fighting with some sword and shield. I wanna change that. Okay, I wanna change that thing. I'm updating the project, so I'm kinda like migrating some stuff and updating some stuff. But I'm super happy because I got the world partition to work as I wanted. And here, a startup weapon. I want it to be unarmed. Let me see if I can make it unarmed. I believe we just need to clear that up so it doesn't spawn with any weapons. Yep. Also, this enemy needs to have an invoker. Navigation invoker. So it can walk around, and we need a nav mesh, but a dynamic nav mesh for this to work. So okay, we're gonna add a nav mesh volume. Just gonna copy these values for the scale. Position 0. Then we need to set it up to dynamic nav mesh. So it's only gonna generate where the invokers are. It's gonna help a lot. It's gonna help a lot with performance. Now it's generating the whole map, which is very bad. And we wanted to generate only on navigation. I forgot the name of the setting. I forgot the name. Okay, there you go. Runtime generation. We need this to be dynamic. Right there. Okay. It should not generate any nav mesh. Okay, let's test it. And let's see. Wow, it really takes a hit on performance. Wow, terrible. Oh my god. There's something going on here. Oops. Totally. Okay, let's close this other project. Let's close here. Let me just delete that nav mesh and make a new one. Building navigation. Yeah, I think we had a lot of navigation built already, so we need to kind of like reset that. So it only appears where it needs to. I think that's what's causing the issue, because the landscape it's a little bit too big and the environment is a little bit too big. So we need to make sure that the nav mesh only appears next to around the enemies. That's probably what's happening here. Enemy spawner. Oh crap. Okay. It's kind of nice to like set up the project again. Like you get to learn a lot of things. Also, when it comes to performance, you keep adding little things little by little, and you really get to see what's making problems and stuff. Hey, how's it going? What kind of soundtracks? I got some cool stuff. I have a couple of sound designer friends that I want to ask for help once I have something more solid. But I do have some cool soundtracks. Okay, now we are getting good performance. Not getting 100 frames per second like before, but now we got the enemy spawning. And let me see if it works, the nav mesh. Nope. Let's see what's going on here. Okay. BP main component skin. Any cover art for your game? I got some cool screenshots of the environment, and I have the title is called Sci Wars, and I got some cool typography and stuff. I've done some stuff for Steam. I need to put my Steam page up, but I kind of want to have something more solid before doing that. let me see, where is this thing? Okay, there you go. So we don't want any weapons to spawn here. And I believe this one needs to go. We need to clear this one because it's gonna be unarmed. I believe that that goes unarmed as well. Hey, how's it going? Doing great. I've been learning a lot about world partition and performance in general. So I've been getting way better with that thing. Okay, now it's not spawning. Okay, cool. Let me see if it's working. No, it's not working. Yeah, you can ask me on my Discord and see if I can help you out or direct you to a tutorial or something. Yeah, okay, so it's not walking around. This could be caused by multiple things. First of all, let me just double check the world settings. Let's just double check if we have something set wrong in here. Okay, I think that's the same thing. What else could it be? I appreciate it. Yeah, I'm migrating a little bit of stuff today, upgrading the project, so I'm not doing much art, environment building right now, but I wanna see if I can get to that. Just wanna make this one work. What could it be? Why is it not allowing me to move around? Huh. Okay. Oh, wait. I kinda know what could it be. The nav mesh might not be placed properly because the map, it's 80. Let's see where my landscape is. Could be as simple as just moving this around. We don't even have a nav mesh. Okay, to start with. Yep, that's a big problem right there. That makes a lot of sense. Nav mesh, we're just gonna create a nav mesh. And to be honest, let's make a little test before we can actually make it big. Definitely Maya. It's a, you know, is probably the best program for animation, but you can definitely do it in Blender and in Unreal as well. I've seen some people doing great animation in Unreal. So if you're working with Unreal, I will suggest, I'm a big fan of working in Engine when it comes to modeling tools. Anything you can do in Unreal, try to do it in Unreal. If you're doing very complex animation that you really need plugins for, or you know, specific tools for, use Maya for sure. But like for most animation, like basic animation, I think you can do it in Unreal, no problem. Okay, let's actually try this nav mesh. And this nav mesh, it needs to be set to, And yes, I do have an Instagram. I think it's on my YouTube. Yeah, description. It's Unreal Engine, Unreal Habitat, the same thing. So here we need to go to run time generation, and it needs to be set to dynamic, which is true. Okay, and yep, I think we are good to go. Let's see if we can actually play from here. Yeah, definitely. I will suggest learning animation in Unreal, directly in Unreal. Okay, let's see if it moves. Awesome. It doesn't want to get out of that box because there's where the nav mesh ends, but now it's working. Okay, that's cool. We got that to work. That's very nice. Performance. We are not getting 100 frames per second, which is crazy, to be honest. But it's okay. We are getting almost 90, which I'm super happy with. We went from 16 to 90 frames per second, which it's amazing. What really matters is the milliseconds, how much time it takes to render one frame. That's I appreciate it. UE is basically as good as Maya on animation, since their animation comes from Maya. Hey Shrill, how's it going? I mean, Maya has a lot of very specific tools for modifying curves and making rigging and making a lot of stuff, very, very specific things, dealing with motion capture data. And there's a lot of animation tools in Maya that you might not get in Blender or Unreal. But if you're making basic stuff for a game, you can probably get away with Unreal. Like animation, it's a lot about the foundations, like the animation survival book. I actually have it somewhere because I'm a 3D generalist, and I learned 3D animation in university, and I never actually put enough time to like actually do something cool with it. I went more into like the environment aspect of things, kind of like Unreal and creating spaces. But yeah, animation is super cool. It's super cool. Like, I do want to learn more about animation for games for inside Unreal. Definitely something that is very hard to do, and it's something that not a lot of people do. So if you can get into that niche, I think it's a good place to be. Let's see. Okay, we got that solved. We're gonna open up the older project just to copy some stuff from there. And yeah, super happy about this. So I made world partition work, which I'm like super happy about. I finally managed to generate H-lots. So now my buildings don't disappear in the distance. They become a lower version of detail. It's like LODs, but in steroids. It's super awesome. Super happy about it. I'm not sure why is it generating this nav mesh if it needs to generate only on the near the invokers. That's kinda... Is there any setting I'm missing or something? Probably. I think I'm missing a setting, because this is not supposed to generate on everything. Yeah, you should probably message me on Discord. I don't use this Instagram much, to be honest. I haven't posted in in a long time. Should probably get back to it, but yeah, I've been like just streaming on YouTube and stuff. So I'm not using Instagram much. A Am I missing an option here? Because I don't want to generate this whole thing. Just want to generate it on the invokers. That's not very cool. Um, hmm. Want to see what happened here. Yeah, so we are trying to move this map to the other project. Okay. Just want to check if we have any settings missing here. Yeah, I don't think there's anything related here. No, just a simple nav mesh. There's nothing to change in here. Yep. That's very strange. Why are we generating the thing on all the level? It should not be like that. Maybe it's just the first time, and in runtime it only generates around the invokers, probably. Yeah, now definitely. Don't worry, Discord is a little confusing for sure. It's just easier for me to use Discord because I can like send you tutorials or whatever, you know. It's way faster and easier because I'm on the computer, right, not on the phone, so it's way faster. You can also use Instagram on the phone, but don't use Instagram much. Yeah, look at this nav mesh. It's just gonna take forever to generate. Ooh, that's probably not good. Okay, what's next? Should probably get this. Should probably get the rest of the assets migrated, so we can like rebuild this area. It's so nice. I'm not using ray tracing anymore, so I'm not getting that shadow issue on the new version. Good. Yesterday I got my H-Lots built, so that's a big. I'm super happy about that because I was not able to get my H-Lots working for World Partition, and that's a big win, to be honest. It's something that I wanted to do for a long time, and I was just not able to achieve that. It was very frustrating for me. Because generating H-Lots, it takes hours. Like, you need to leave your computer all night long doing that. So it's something that I figured out, and I'm just very happy with it. It really improves performance, and it just makes everything like super nice. Because if you have like a big environment, you don't want to get away from things and then like you don't want to have them disappear in the distance, because it like really breaks the immersion of the game. or like moving closer to something and then just appearing from nowhere. So edge lots gets rid of that issue, because when you walk away, you unload that area, but you still keep a lower version of detail of that thing there. It's like a imposter prop kind of thing, so it's kind of cool. Oh, this camera keeps zooming in. That's funny. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to do. Like, I'm trying to make it as available for people as possible, because I was looking at this YouTube video about this guy talking about optimization, and he was like, dude, you're making a game, you're not making a movie, you're not making a cinematic, you're making a game. If your game doesn't run well, it's just not a good game. Like, doesn't matter what you do. Like, it can look super beautiful, it can work nice, but if it doesn't run, it's gonna be a problem for sure. Like, definitely you won't be able to enjoy the game. And it's something I wanted to really get into, like optimization. Yeah, I saw the visual difference between ray tracing and no ray tracing, and there's obviously a difference, absolutely, like especially in the metal materials and shiny materials, you can really tell the difference. But it doesn't it's not like, wow, it's like a super big change. So I decided not to use ray tracing. Yes, it's daytime. It's morning. It's 1 p.m. already. Yeah, the day went by very quick. Can you edit the motion matching samples? You mean the gasp animation sample? Yeah, there's a lot of tutorials on it. It's very, very complex. It's very complex, but there's a lot of tutorials explaining how to deal with it. Definitely something that takes some time. I haven't been dealing with that. Kinda want to learn a little bit more about it. Yeah, we are on the opposite side. What are you making? I'm making some kind of open world survival, like some kind of like open world exploration, survival, horror, sci-fi game. Yeah, to be honest, I don't really remember the nav mesh taking so long to generate on my other project. It's kind of funny, because the whole goal about using dynamic nav mesh, dynamic nav mesh, is to only generate it around the invoker. So you generate it only around the enemies that need the navigation data. You don't do it everywhere. And like, look at this, it's just going from the center out. That's pretty bad. Maybe it needs to generate once, and after that it's good. I'm not sure. Yeah, there's a lot of tutorials on motion matching. That's something that definitely it's worth it to learn. I think we have only one nav mesh. Yeah, we have only one nav mesh bounce volume. Yeah. I'm thinking, should we just have one, or can we just make a couple of them smaller ones. Yeah, let's do this differently, to be honest. Yeah, I'm gonna make a smaller one just for that area, just for now, because it's gonna take forever. We can actually have multiple of them, just smaller ones. Probably is even better. Look at this, it's so buggy. It's generating. It left like 2 spots in there. Yeah, this is definitely something I need to learn. What's the best way to deal with this? Okay, 500, I think it's good. Yeah, let's focus on this area for now. There's definitely something wrong. I don't remember this taking so long to generate. If you want to combine animations, there's this thing called animation montage where you can combine different animations together. Again, there's multiple tutorials on YouTube on how to do that. And you can add VFX, sounds. Okay. Wow. Yeah, I don't know why is this being so slow to generate. Oh my god. That's very strange. Such a small nav mesh, come on, like it shouldn't be that. That difficult to generate. Oh my god. Okay, anyways, I think we got it in the center, just to cover this city for now. We might make it a little smaller, I mean shorter, so it doesn't cover the higher areas of the buildings. That's gonna make it generate a little faster. Let's make it like 25. Maybe smaller, like 10. Yeah, I'm not sure. I don't remember the nav mesh being so slow. Okay, let's just generate it here and that's it. That's kind of strange. Okay, let's bring these assets. Let's bring them actually from here, because I did optimize a little bit of some of them. Wow, that's maybe just resetting the project. Maybe it will just make it run faster. I'm not sure. Let's get this. Migrated to the other project. Hey, how's it going? Open source. Yeah, I'm not sure why is it taking so long to generate. To be honest, I don't remember having this issue before, and it's exactly the same map. Maybe because I changed it to dynamic and I didn't reset the level, the editor. Maybe it's kind of like little buggy. Okay, let's say that's a big enough nav mesh to play around the city. That's nice. You see, that was a 2K. That's what it needs to be. But no, I made a whole. Oh my god, I'm getting terrible performance. There's something wrong in here. No, I've done this before, and it's no, there's something wrong with it. Yeah, there's. Oh, sorry about that. Yeah, I'm just playing some music directly from YouTube, so. Okay. Let's just reopen the project and see if it still gives us that issue, because oh my god, that's funny. Doing good. Just updating the project, moving some stuff, learning about optimization a lot. That was weird, to be honest. I remember the nav mesh last time was the whole map, but we had invokers, so it only generated on the enemies, and it was working fine. It did not generate. Took forever to generate. Maybe it does need I think it needed a project reset. I think, because that's strange. Should not take that long to generate such a small area. You see, it generates way faster now. But that's kind of weird. It was so much faster on the other project, and it was huge. For Linux, I don't know. Oh, it's already too much work to make it work in Windows. That's so weird. It's taking so long compared to the other project. I don't get it. Huh. That's so strange. It's set to dynamic. Force rebuild on load. Okay, maybe we can uncheck that one. Okay, well, it didn't took that much time. But there's something different happening now. I don't remember this being taking this long to generate. And the map is empty. We just have this. The other map was, it had way more stuff. And look at the performance, it's terrible. What the hell? No, there's something going on with the with the nav mesh. Oh my god, yeah, there's something terrible. Wow, there's something very bad going on. Okay, now it loaded. Okay, wow, it took forever. Now we're getting 100 frames per second. Let's see if it drops. Okay, it's kind of loading. Wow, my god, what's happening? It used to... Oh, wow. No, there's something wrong. Yeah, it's on 5.6. Wow, like it did. No, I'm not sure what's happening. Now it kind of loaded. Okay, now it's not dropping frames. It. No, this is bad. Oh my god, why is it dropping like that? Jesus. Did I break the project with the character reference? I saw some updating references happening. Oh my god. Fuck, I don't know. Man, updating the project is such a pain. Every time it's just such a pain. That just really sucks, to be honest. Yeah. Damn. Yeah, man. Oh my god. I did made a copy. I appreciate it. Have a good night. No, I'm updating the project based on the template. I'm not on the version of Unreal. So I'm updating, like getting the new updates from the RPG engine into the new I'm updating the template of the project, not the version of Unreal. Yeah, the version is the same, it's the latest. Fuck. Damn, why? Wow. Okay. Let's delete the bug spawner. Now it's taking so long to play and everything. Again, getting terrible frame rate. Just cause a fucking nav mesh? That's just ridiculous. That's ridiculous. That damn it. That really bothers me. Doesn't make sense. It doesn't really make sense at all. And it should not be there. We should not see the green stuff. It should only generate around the invoker. Oh, there's a project setting. There's a project setting. Wait. Invoker. Generate navigation only around invokers. Okay. I think that was the setting. It was two settings: runtime, generation, dynamic, and invokers. Okay, let's see. It's just one check. The other day I was making everything nanite, and everything was breaking and looking terrible, and performance was terrible, and I was not able to see the nanite on the overview. And you need to check enable nanite on the project settings, which is I totally forgot about it. I was like, oh my god, that's ridiculous. And then everything just started working. Now we're getting back to 100. That's amazing. Yep, I think I just missed one single check. As usual, a single check. Okay, now let's see if it works. Yeah, there's definitely stuff. I mean, there's definitely stuff that is not working in 5.6, but it's there you go. Now we're getting again 100 frames. That's what I want. Perfect. He got stuck right there. Let me see if we get the other. Oh yeah, we got something fixed. We got the animation blueprint fixed. Now the enemies are not having the pelvis issue where it kind of like cannot place their feet anymore. Hey, I'm making some kind of like exploration, horror, sci-fi, survival game focused on making. I'm focusing on making like a big open environment. Okay, nice. That's it. Yeah, it was just one single check. That's awesome. Nice. Wow, I was getting scared. I was like, oh my god, did I mess up the character blueprint or something? I was just thinking about everything but the thing that I needed to. So that's very nice. Let's get this off and let's see if we can actually copy the ones that we had before. Well, another thing that we should probably try to do is getting the errand landscapes. I'm missing the errand landscapes. The problem is that the environment, the landscape is nanite now, and errand landscapes and nanite, they kind of freak out a little bit. So that probably, I shouldn't be doing that on stream. I had a lot of crashes the other day. Yeah, I need to figure that one out. If you want to learn Unreal, there's Unreal Sensei. It's a good place to start. It's a very good. He has a 5-hour tutorial on Unreal, how to get used to the interface and stuff. Should probably watch that video and go through the course, and I think you should get to a comfortable place, and then you can look for other courses or keep looking at YouTube tutorials. Try to make a project and build on top of it. That's probably the best way to learn, I'll say. So yeah, Aaron Landscapes. I'm not sure. Should we try it? Yeah, it gave me problems the other day. I'm not sure. It really gave me issues. Let's just check it out super quickly here. I want to so we have blur, brushes, flat, noise. We want a stamp. And I totally forgot how to do this. So we place one of them, but we need to actually give it a okay, wait, before that we actually need the stamps. You see, it really makes the whole thing slower, and you cannot build nanite after putting the brushes into the landscape, because it takes forever. I need to read the documentation on the Aaron Landscapes, because this is definitely not the way. It should not take so long to save one single brush. That's yeah, I think I should not do that right now. Yeah, that's Unreal Sensei. It's a very good YouTube channel. 5 hours is a lot, but I mean, if you want to learn Unreal, it's a good course. You'll learn a lot. I think it's a good place to start. I think I'm gonna cut my kick stream, to be honest, just so we get more. Yeah, just so we get a little bit more. Make the other streams a little bit more stable. Let me see if I can play this other one. Oh, there you go. This is, I really like this one. Okay. Okay, I think we are good. I think we got disconnected or something. Okay, so to deal with the Aaron Landscapes, I want to send some stamps, which are the height maps. And I got them somewhere around here. errand worlds. It needs to be inside this folder, so let's just move it. Right there. That's gonna take some time. So yeah, that's the issue with the errand landscapes and nanite. I am still don't know how to figure that out. The thing is that I want my landscape to have different heights, to be uneven. I think it's gonna make it look way nicer. It really adds a lot of work, to be honest, to work on an uneven landscape. Okay, so that's good. We figured out the nav mesh. This is a kind of heavy pack, so I'm gonna just close the destination project for the migration to be a little faster. I figured out that closing the destination project where you're migrating to, it makes the migration way easier. Kind of want to figure out the errand landscapes on caves. Do we have? I need information specifically about errand landscapes. Oh, we have a problem. Landscape is released nanite, unfortunately, non-validate. I see. You don't work with nanite. Yeah. I guess we need to turn nanite off for the landscape, which is not a big. Hey, Zero, how's it going? Hey, I figured out world partition. You'll need more spatial context for 3D static meshes. Non-nanite represent your brushes. Yeah, I think yeah, they don't work with nanites. That's a big problem. Not really, because to be honest, the difference in nanite landscape brushes now invalidate nanite landscapes, allowing it to update more properly. So does it mean that it does work? Improvements, nanite landscapes brushes now invalidate nanite landscape, allowing it to update properly. They invalidate nanite. Huh. All I know is that it takes forever to use nanite with errand landscape, so I don't think I'm gonna use nanite. Yeah, errand landscapes is a whole other thing. Like it's not as straightforward as as I thought it was going to be. Nice, that's awesome. Yeah, I'm super happy with world partition. I'm finally learning a little bit more about it, and it's been very nice. Finally, I built my first successful H-lots yesterday. I was like, oh my god, that's amazing. First time I managed to do the H-lots. Okay, let's open up my I'm updating the project again. And how to code. You need to be some kind of superhuman to code. No, I'm joking. Yeah, how to code. I don't know. I don't know how to code. Yeah, coding is for some people. Okay. But definitely if you are young and you want to pick up some skills, I think it's a good thing to get into. It's just some people, I don't know. Kind of hard to say, but some people are more creative. Some other people are more like logic based. So like it's kind of nice. It's cool when you find people who can do both coding and art. That's very cool stuff. Okay. So let's check the landscape. I think we're gonna get rid of nanite for now. Let's double check the frame rate just to see how much of an impact it makes. Yeah, I mean, you should probably use AI and try to figure out something like that. I think there's tools right now for people who don't code to get stuff working. That's gonna probably come to game development as well. AI tools that help you with code and stuff. What we really need is a tool that analyzes your project, all the code of the project. It understands the architecture of your project, how it's built, how it works, and build on top of that. When somebody makes that tool, damn, things are gonna change very fast. Because it's gonna make code specifically for your project, and that's what I haven't seen yet. But it's definitely coming. Because now you have tools that make blueprints. You open a empty project, you make something, whatever. That doesn't mean anything. But integration, how to integrate something into your already made project, oof, that's just gonna be game changer for sure. So we're getting around 100. Let's take nanite off and see how much we're getting. No, I want to use nanite. But yeah, let's take it off. We can also build H-lots on the landscape. But I was having an issue with that because my landscape is a little bit too big. I think that's the problem. I believe Aaron Landscapes works with nanite, but since my landscape it's 8K, it's just very, very big. I'm not able to do it. Maybe the solution is using multiple landscapes. Kind of hard to tell what's the best solution there. Performance is exactly the same. Yep, I'm getting 100 frame rate. frames per second with no nanite on the landscape. Yep, and it's spatially loaded, meaning that it's loaded, always loaded. Yep, no change in performance at all. Okay, I think we are not gonna use the nanite landscape for now. Again, we need to see what's the best thing. That's what I'm experimenting. I'm just learning a lot about optimization these days. I'm just very, very happy. So the cool thing about this city now, right? Before, when you get away, when the character gets away from the city, it disappears because it's using a world partition. But now that I build my H-lots successfully, now we can do this. Now we can just simply get super far away from the city, and it stays there. It doesn't matter. It stays there like nothing happened. Nothing's popping up, nothing's changing. You get a little material change right there, a little bit. But then you get back to it. And those are H-lot materials that I also need to figure that out. So we don't have any visual changes. And that's just amazing. Like, I wanted to figure out like for so long, and I was not able to get the H-lots working. But now we got it. Now we can actually make a big environment. Super, super happy about this. Oh, okay, now I see. Okay, cool. Can we bring the brushes that we had here so we don't need to place them again? That would be amazing, because I don't want to really do this again. Maybe we can. I need to send you the video that I saw. I appreciate it, Warren. I need to send you the video I saw on how to set up H-lots. Basically, like in a nutshell, you go File, New Level, and you make an empty open world. This has all the settings you need. The only thing I changed was world settings, world partition, and I unchecked a single check and it worked out, which was a spatially loaded check on my instanced. There you go, this check right here. So by default, you're gonna get an H-lot layer for your instanced meshes and one for your merged meshes, which is the simplified version that Unreal creates automatically for you. This first, spatially loaded for instance meshes, needs to be unchecked. For some reason it's checked, it needs to be unchecked. Everything else, just leave it by default and close it and don't even look at it, because you touch one setting and it just breaks. World partition is like, even like Epic Games said this in one of their, the Epic Games Festival, Unreal Engine Festival. The guy explaining world partition, he was like, use the template, don't touch anything. And he was absolutely right. But I do needed to touch one little setting, and I'm gonna send you the video that I saw about it. It's this girl goes over it and explains everything, and then explains how to make more layers and stuff. It's just amazing. Like, I really wanna try to understand it to a deeper degree. It takes forever to build. Like, you need to leave your computer on and go to bed. But after the first build, the next one is way faster and faster and faster. There's also this option called one file per actor. So if you modify anything and you rebuild, you're going to only rebuild what you modified. So it's super awesome. I'm actually not sure if I have that setting activated in the project. In this project. So if I modify stuff, I might need to rebuild the whole thing again. So I need to check that out. But it's just very nice. So yeah, let's see if we can actually bring the location of these brushes back to where they were before. Let's open this other project, and I wanna see here. Let me close the door. Sorry. Oh. Not like level instances, they behave like LODs. Basically, you get far away from your mesh and you get a lower version of it. Which it's very hard to notice, like very, very hard to notice. It's amazing. I'm not sure how can you make the character look to the other side. That probably has to do with animation layers and offset animation. There's definitely tutorials on YouTube on how to do that. Landscape errand. Let's see if we can actually copy these brushes, which I'm not sure if we can. Let me hide some stuff here because it's getting too heavy on the editor. Okay, errand landscapes. So I want the brushes. Why is it not showing me the brushes? Huh. That's very strange. Oh, there you go. Okay, it's right here. So I want to copy these ones. I want to copy all these brushes. I'm not sure if this is gonna allow me to do it, but let's try it, because I will save a lot of time by just getting this to my newer project. I'm not sure about level instances and how to they go together. I've been not using level instances. I had some issues with level instances, and I don't really need them in my project per se. So I'm not sure how it works with level instances, to be honest. Also, data layers. I think I might not use data layers anymore. I'm just trying to go as simple as possible, because now that I figured out H-lots, I don't really need to load and unload stuff. It does it like for me, you know, even better. Like I don't need to do it manually. Maybe in some places I might use data layers, but I had some issues with data layers not unloading the other day. So again, like, oh my god, it's just word partition is such a mess. But definitely it's very powerful and definitely worth it to learn. Okay, let's just copy this thing and see if we can send it to the other project. The landscape is the same, so things should just fall into place. Okay. Nice, okay. Nice, we got the brushes. Double check. Just gonna double check the landscape. the location of the landscape needs to be exactly the same. If not, this is gonna look very weird. And I think we are going 80 down. You know what, I'm gonna change this in the brushes. I'm gonna try to work on 0. Yeah, let's try to work on 0. This was because the template was 80 centimeters down. I don't know why. So okay, we copied this. Now I'm just going to Aaron landscape. We're gonna get the brushes. We can change the C value. It needs to be on 0, I believe. Okay. And now we need to change who the bridge is. This is the bridge, and we're gonna I think we can just copy the name, change it here, right there. It's right there. Boop. And this should make the brushes work. Let's see. Hopefully it doesn't crash the project because it's gonna be too much information. There you go. Nice, Aaron landscapes for the win. Okay. Nice. Okay. Oof. I should probably save. Okay, and we're gonna start copying some stuff. So it's kind of funny, like every time I update this project, I learn a lot of stuff. And we won't have any more issues with these nasty shadows because we are not using ray tracing on the new version. I decided not to use ray tracing. Okay, landscape bridge actor does not exist. For the tile dunes. Okay, no problem. For the tile dunes, we're gonna do it differently because the tile dunes are inside a blueprint. So we need to select them inside that blueprint. They are kind of like parented to this thing. Tiles dune, and you go inside the tiles dune. Okay, let me see if I can find it. Tiles, all, and I know that we have a bunch of brushes here. Oh, there you go. It's here. That's where they are. So we're gonna select all of them, not the parent, but all the childs right there. And we have multiple parents. That's a little confusing. And okay, there you go. So let's get all of it like this. And the landscape bridge is the only one we have. Now we got dunes. Okay. Okay. Yeah, Aaron landscapes is very powerful. It just really takes some time to get used to it. Cool. Now we have some cool landscape, and now we need to recalculate the virtual volume so we don't get these black spots on the rocks, which is the virtual height map. Virtual virtual texture volume, and we're going to, there's an option somewhere to recalculate the bounds of it. Yeah, blueprints. A lot of people don't recommend blueprints to just pack actors. There's level packed actors. There's level instances. Level instances are great if you need to repeat the same thing over and over and over through your level. That's a great way to do it. Oh, I'm not sure why it's zooming in like that, the camera. That's funny. So that's a good way to use level instances, and you can change one, and everybody else will get modified based on the it's an instance, right? On the main instance. So that's very positive. That's the only use I see for level instances. Besides that, I don't really like level instances, just because I don't really know how to use them, and they gave me issues with word partition. But there's definitely, and also it messed up my loading times for the level. But that's just because I don't know how to use them. There's definitely a way to do it properly. Because there's like two types on how you can load them, but I'm not sure. Don't know much about them. For example, in Project Titan, they use a lot of level instances because they're reusing like things all over the map, and it makes a lot of sense, and the loading times are very good. But you know, that's Epic Games set that project up, so it makes sense. I don't know why I cannot rebuild this thing. Oh, I was selecting two of them. So we just need to bounds, I think it's called. Bound. Set bounds right there. Should be the first option. Oop. Nice. Now we have that. Yep, we need to select only one and the other one. Oop. Nice. Now we recalculated that. Cool. Nice. Let's check performance. And we need to recalculate the PCG. Okay, that's another problem because I baked my PCG into H slots, which was a big problem. That I should have done that. And now I probably need to recalculate the H slots, but I'm not gonna do that now. Because here it's, oh my god, these ads are going crazy. Wow. So I appreciate the follow. So yeah, you see here, they're clean up. The PCG is cleaned, but when I hit play, the baked PCG on the H slots will appear, and it's gonna appear probably underneath the soil, because now we raised the soil, we raised the landscape, and no, it recalculated. Huh. That's kind of strange. I don't really understand what's going on. Performance is the same. I'm getting almost 100 frames per second with no nanite on the landscape. That's great. I took nanite off from the landscape just because the errand landscapes were not working very good with it. So yeah, pretty happy about this. And let me just check something. Is it actually fooling me, or is it actually calculating? No, I think it's recalculating. Wow, that's crazy. It's actually calculating on top of the surface. Wow. There's this new PCG node that I found the other day, which is not calculating the landscape surface. It's calculating based on, let me see if I can find it. Rebar PCG. This is the simplest PCG graph, and actually you have a lot of templates now included in Unreal. It's called World Ray Hit Query. this is crazy. It's super fast compared to the other landscape trace. It's just so nice. I really like that one. So I'm using basically the forest template, and I changed the graph a little bit, and it's super nice because it's just like, also the static meshes on your PCG mesh spawner, you need to put them to instanced. That really also improves performance a lot. So yeah, nice. I'm very happy. This is crazy. Like, I'm getting almost 100 frames per second, which I don't need to be very. This is great, but I need to place the enemies. I want to see how many enemies and NPCs and everything I can have, and still. Oh Jesus Christ! We got a crash. I think the room is too hot right now for my CPU. Oh crap! Damn it! And I have the door closed and stuff. Okay, let me see. Oh my god, yeah. Thankfully I have another computer streaming on my main computer here. That's kind of messed up. Yeah, that computer has some issues with the CPU, or probably the cooling. I changed the cooling system once, it worked perfectly, now I'm having issues again. Yeah, I need to take that to one of my friends to see if we can figure out what's going on. Also, one of the vents, it's going a little slower than the other, so it's not cooling at full capacity, because I couldn't find the right connection to make it run at the same time. Yeah, we will need to. It's funny because I had a Windows update, right? And after the Windows update, things just worked super better than before. So might be some driver settings, some updated. Need to check my drivers for the processor. Might be something related to software. Blender is way better for modeling and sculpting for sure. Yeah, you can do some basic modeling in Unreal, which is awesome, especially for environment blockouts, making basic shapes. It's a great way. For example, if you want to make modular pieces for an environment, you can build them in Unreal, like very boxy, very kind of like simple. Then take those models to Blender and add a lot of detail to them, make them very nice, and send them back to Unreal so they share the same pivot points and everything. But yeah, modeling tools in Unreal are getting amazing. Like, I'm super happy with it. When it comes to like making little modifications, separating meshes, changing UVs a little bit, creating blockouts. For blockout, it's perfect. It's amazing, like, because you are working on the engine, you can test it immediately. It's super awesome. I think that's probably the best use of them. But I've seen people making like very cool models inside Unreal. It just definitely Blender. I think it has way more advanced tools for modeling, especially if you have some plugins. There's some crazy plugins for Blender, so definitely Blender if you are going for something more detailed and realistic. Yeah, Blender is just very good. So yeah, I'm not sure what's happening with the PCG graph, because I'm not seeing the PCG graph on editor, but it's getting recalculated. So it's very interesting. Not exactly sure what's happening with the PCG graph, and I doubt it's an H lot because it's getting recalculated, and that's kind of crazy. Need to research on that. Yeah, Blender is great. My advice is it's going to be a little bit like, my personal advice is like, if you are going to create a model, make something that you cannot find online. Make something very different. For example, if you need like something very specific for your game, or you're doing a very specific art style that you cannot find online, do it yourself. But if you're gonna like model a piece of concrete like this, there's 1,000 pieces of concrete in the internet. There's like 1,000 pipes like this, or rebar like this. Don't do stuff like that unless you are working on a very specific art style. If not, just download props from the internet. There's a lot of very good stuff. People really don't like when people are using assets from the internet, but at the same time, as a 3D artist, I'm like, it's nice to support these artists who make props and stuff. It's just very, very nice to use their work and make something cool with it, because you can still modify it a lot. You can still change textures, you can still like kit bash and do a lot of stuff with it. You can really do some cool stuff with already made assets. It's like building a Lego. So it's kind of funny, like people expect like $5 games to be made from scratch, and I'm like, bro, like, come on, like nobody has time to do that, you know. So that's my advice on 3D modeling. I still do some basic 3D modeling and stuff when I'm retexturing, when I cannot find what I need, but for most of the time I just use assets, because I'm trying to make a game, not really trying to focus on modeling, because it does take a lot of time. So yeah, nice. Errand landscapes is working, performance is working. Let's test enemies. Okay, I'm gonna stream for maybe 40 more minutes, and then I need to, let me see. Yeah, let's see if the computer can take it, because we overheated. Maybe because I had 2 projects open. That's probably too much. Yeah. It's definitely not the way, not the way to go. All right, so I'm thinking, how can we get the enemy spawners all over the place in a cool way? It would be awesome to do this with PCG, but I'm not sure if I will be able to do it properly. Maybe with the bounce modifier and getting these actors to prune the points of the PCG so it only spawns on the sand. Maybe we can do something like that, and maybe we can spawn the blueprint actors from it. But that's possible, but it's gonna take me some time to research to how to do that. Right now, let's see if we can just bring the other assets that I'm missing from this project, and let's see if we can actually copy the enemy spawners that I have in this. This is like the older version. I'm kind of like updating the project to get. I need to change this splash art. It's kind of funny. and I want to test performance and see if it works nicely. I appreciate it. Yeah, I'm just like putting stuff together. To be honest, I'm kind of like building a Lego. This thing here. Let me see if I can find it. It's called FPS. Damn, I forgot the name of it. Yeah, I forgot where it was. Oh, it's not on the project settings. Nope, it's on the editor settings. Yeah, editor settings, editor preferences. Yep, FPS and oh, I forgot where it was. Editor performance. Show frame rate and memory displayed on the main editor UI. I believe this is the one. Show frame rate and memory on editor performance, editor preferences. Yeah, I think that's the one. Let me check. Yep, that's the one. Boop. There you go. Yeah, usually get confused. It's not on the project but on the editor preferences. Okay, that's cool. Let's see if we can get the enemy spawners and some of the other props, and we should be good. We are getting back to where the project is. There's some stuff I still need to modify, but I'm not gonna focus on details like that. I wanna focus on performance and the environment for now. No, I haven't tried that yet, to be honest. I've been just making hard copies of the project. Yeah, do you need to have like extra space in the hard drive, or because I think last time I tried it, it does take like double the size of the project or something like that, right? Or am I wrong? Kind of scared to mess it up or something. To be honest, I'm not sure why we're getting this weather effect here. I used to have another one, which is the dusty one, which that doesn't matter. Okay, let's see if we can get some of this to the other project. Yeah, I would love to learn about that stuff. Okay, let's see. I want to get these meshes. Let's just send these for now. migrate to this project. I don't want to overwrite anything. No. Binary assets. Yeah, you know, the thing with this project is that I'm using a template, right? The RPG engine. That's nice. That's very nice. The problem with this is that I keep changing versions of the template I'm using, so I'm not sure how that's going to work with Git. Kind of like basically downloading a new project and merging my things to the new project every time there's an update on the template. There are instructions on how to update your project, but sometimes it's just easier to, when there's a lot of updates accumulated, it's just nicer to start from scratch and just migrate your stuff, since basically what I have is some like meshes placed on the level. So yeah, I need to think about it, because I would like to learn about Git for sure. For this moment, I don't think I really need it, but when I get to work on the little things, I think I might need to revert and commit changes, you know, because I worked with Perforce before, and it's super nice when you can just go back. Yeah, definitely. I will make a copy just in case. That's the thing. Okay, let's see this one here. Asset actions. Select actors using this asset. Yeah, let's migrate this. Yeah, I don't know why. Yeah, I tried to get Git maybe like a couple of months ago. A friend was helping me, but not sure. Something went wrong with it. Kind of have a kind of scared. I appreciate it. Yeah, I'm kind of scared to jump into version control, to be super honest. Okay, I think we have probably all the assets already in the other project, so we can just simply copy this and send it to the other. Five minutes, not counting internet speed. Wow, that's awesome. I mean, we can do it. I mean, I will really appreciate if you have some time and we can do it. Let me just make a quick copy of this project, and we should definitely try it. Where is the thing? Oops, well, just paste. Oh, there you go. Yep, it just fell into place where it's supposed to be. That's awesome. Need to change some materials. Yeah, I think it doubles the space. I think that's what happened the last time I tried it. I think I was running out of disk space, and that gave me issues. It was something like that. I don't really remember. But now I have a bigger hard drive, so we should be good. Okay, nice. It doesn't look as nice without ray tracing. You can really tell the difference. But the difference is it's not that much, to be honest. I think shadows and metal materials look a little bit more realistic, I will say, but the other one looks a little bit more pale, kind of like washed out. Okay, so let me just close that one. Yeah, it really, the difference is it's not that big, to be honest. And I'd rather have better performance than ray tracing. Okay, let me make a copy. Oof, it does take way longer to play because these assets are a little bit heavy, but performance is great. Yep, getting 100 frames, awesome. That asset right there, it's super high poly. It's too high poly. Without nanite, that wouldn't be possible. Okay, cool, nice. Let's save here. That way we can actually leave the computer breathe a little bit. Okay, that's awesome. Let me save. Let me close here. Let's see my space. So I have 64 gigabytes free on the C drive, but I have 840 gigabytes on my other drive, so we should be good. I'm just gonna make a copy of this one. Let me enter here and change that name. Okay, and let me just copy this one. Oh, it's pretty small because this project doesn't have the other stuff. Is your project location on D? Yeah. Oh, I didn't know. Yeah, one friend set up the Discord for me, so I probably need to change that. If you send me a friend request, I think I might be able to just do it by a direct chat. Let me just send you. I think you're Kane SC. Let me send you a message. Okay, let's try this. Oh my god, I'm nervous. The size of the project, it should be very small. It's just because I have the Errand Landscapes stamps that kind of like it takes. Okay. Oh, 40 gigabytes. Yeah, probably because the Aaron landscapes. Okay, let me change some names here. This is going to be, let's call it main, just so I can differentiate a little bit. Main. Okay. Okay, cool. I think we got it right there. Yep, I think I send you an email, a message. I'm not sure if you're Kane SC. On Discord. Nice, nice, you got it. Awesome. So yeah, let's see. Let me see if I can have. Yeah, I have my other headset here. I have another computer which is not streaming, so we can talk on this one. Okay, I'm gonna call you. Oh wait, sorry. Let's do it on this computer, so I can use my headset. Okay. Hey, how's it going? Very good. Thank you for helping me set this up. Yes. Mm-hmm. Okay, let's get. Okay, just next, right? Don't change any settings. Yeah. Okay, just gonna next install. Okay. Yeah, leave it everything by default. Okay. And GitHub desktop. Okay, let's get it here. Awesome. That's nice. And I remember there was like a large file thing that I needed to get, or it's not important. Okay, let me just verify this thing. A file. Okay, let's get started. Add a repository to GitHub desktop to start collaborating. I think I got it. Okay. Okay. Let's. Should I open the main folder or? So it's going to be a file. Drive D 5.6 RPG engine source and kind of like the name. Okay, we. How do you do that? It's the. Oh, click here on the.
Save time.
Are you sharing screen? Sorry. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Oh, you're opening from right there. Okay. CMD, the command prompt. Uh-huh. Okay, we got it open. Like lowercase or? Uh-huh. Let me share the screen. Yeah, I forgot about the delay. Okay, can you see? Let me see if I can share entire screen, not application. There you go. Now we have this. Yeah. Just enter. Like this. Oh, okay, sorry. Jesus. Okay. Initialize. So enter. Okay. GitHub desktop. Add an existing. Okay. Okay. Let me see. And I paste that on the project. Okay. Let me open up another one. Right there. Not sure. Oh, let me check. Let me check. Folder options. Okay. Let me see. Show or hide the files on folders that are marked as hidden. I'm using Windows 11. Maybe it might be different. I'm not sure if you're on 11 as well. Yeah, they changed a lot of things on 11. Mm-hmm. 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 So it's uploading this. Okay. Okay, let's go. The following files are over 100 megabytes. If you commit these files, you will no longer be able to push this repository to github.com. Um, uh, I'm not sure what should I do. There's a series saying to get LFS, which is the like large file thing, right? Mm. Okay. Uh, I mean, let's try to add the other files. You said it to add it where? Here on the. Mm-hmm. Uh huh. Uh huh. Oh, I see the extensions. Okay, so we need to make it a U asset. Uh huh. Uh, Maybe it needs to be added here as well. Oh crap. Okay. It's UASSET. You asset. Maybe because these are referenced to the to this one, so we are missing UMAP. I think. Oh, it's also there. Oh. So I'm gonna commit everything but the landscape kind of thing. Mm-hmm. Oh, let me check. Mm-hmm. Okay. Yeah, I think it's just not gonna get these assets. Okay. Okay. It's gonna like is it like updating the whole? I mean, uploading the whole project or just Mm-hmm. Mm. It. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So it's only saving the configuration for. Mm-hmm. 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 Okay, that's awesome. And can I like go back to any like, can I set it by time? Like for example, like I messed up something today, and I'm like, okay, let's just go back to today at 8 a.m. Let me check. Committing. Uh, mhm. And what's the thing with the large file thing? Uh-huh. Oh, it's only for cloud if I wanna like upload it. Okay. Oh, I see. Is redirecting to the large file. Okay. Mm-hmm. Okay. No, that's awesome. As long as I don't need to like upload it, it should work. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Okay. Yeah, remote is only if you wanna share it with somebody else, right? If you're working with somebody else. Uh-huh. So in case my computer blows up or whatever, like I have a cloud storage. Okay. Yeah, there's somebody saying that GitHub is not secure. People steal projects in there. Yeah, we need to definitely. Anyways, I mean, like my project, like I mean, if you know what you're doing, you can probably rebuild this very quick. You just need the 3D assets, which are also available. Oh yeah, if German use GitHub, I mean, it should probably work. Yeah. Yeah, I think I think I should probably just leave it here and go have some lunch and stuff. Yeah, I think we should probably wait for this because I'm not sure if I can open my project while it's committing or it doesn't really. Okay, well let's try. Uh, oh yeah. So it's called main, and this is the one with the Git folders. Okay. Yeah, last time I don't know why it failed. I think it was maybe related to hard drive space, or I'm not sure. But I was having some issues the last time my friend was helping me with this. Um, but yeah, it would be awesome like to just come back if like I mess something up, like revert like from 1 hour before, 2 hours before. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. You need to close when you're discarding. Okay. Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, I used Perforce in a couple of projects when I was working with other people, and we also had a couple of issues with Perforce. So definitely, source control is not it's not so straightforward. Um, okay, let's open up the thing. Okay, we got the project opened. Uh, yeah, I think it's the first time I open it, so Nanite is kind of like loading, and yeah, it looks terrible now. But as long as I take the real time off, I think now we're back. Uh, let's see, are we? Oh, what the hell? Oh, assets are probably unloaded. Let me double check. Uh, huh. I mean, whatever. We can figure out that later. Yeah. Connect to revision control. Git. Okay. Connection. Okay, awesome. Oh crap! Oh my god! I clicked on on updating file. Oops. Should I close it? Yeah, let's probably close it. Oops, messed up right there. Yeah, it's like, okay, let's just end it here. Okay, cool. Yeah. No, there's just probably too much stuff going on. It's like yeah, it might take some time. Um, hmm And also, I mean, it's just a matter of being like anytime you're going to do something that you are not sure about or might break the project, just commit with it and like be descriptive, right? You can write a description and then you can just be like, okay, revert that one. Okay. Mm. Yeah, this is kind of like the same as Paraforce, right? They do kind of like the same thing. Okay. Oh, nice. Move it to the main. Uh huh. So it's like when you're experimenting with new features and stuff, and they're not ready yet, but when you finish them, you can push them to the main. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Oh. Mm. Okay. So blueprints are binary. You're saying. Mm-hmm. Ah, I see. Uh huh. I see. Yeah, that's yeah. I worked. I had an internship in a studio in Germany, actually, in Berlin, called Elysium Game Studio, a small indie studio, and then they used C++, and I remember a couple of times where they needed to kind of like merge two things together, and they were going line by line, kind of like, we need this piece, we need that piece. Mm-hmm. Okay. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think well, for my purposes as a solo dev, I think this is very good. Like I mean, I can just commit changes, bring them back to whenever I need, and yeah, I think this works very nice. um, let's see. Yeah, this is gonna take a while. I think I should probably go have some lunch and see if this this is probably gonna take 28,861 files. Yeah, too much stuff. And that's just a portion of the project. The project was like 100 gigabytes, maybe less, because I just have a bunch of assets that I'm not using. I'm just using a couple of things, uh, and yeah, I think it's gonna take a while, but it is good because like I think I might. Mm, I think I might have a. I remember one friend recommending me this, like a build project where you have like all your stuff up like in the content browser, and then you just migrate those specific things that you have on the level itself, so you don't get all the other stuff, and you make the project file way smaller than, because here's just too much stuff that I'm actually not gonna use. It's just yeah, for example, you import an asset pack, and you are just gonna use one building, but it has 20 buildings inside the folder. So you're kind of like, uh, mhm. Yeah, that's probably the best way to do it, because now I'm basically dealing with all the other stuff that I am not. I don't really need. So that's. Oh yeah, yeah. You need to keep that one clean because it gets. Oh, okay. 3 files to master. Nice. It jumped to. We almost we almost there. Nice. Yeah, I mean it's good because this project is way lighter than the other one. But I definitely need to do it like that. Just export. I think I might just use this one as the building one, and then when I'm happy with this, I'm just gonna export the map itself, the level. That'll. Mm, mm, mm. Yeah, it would be awesome to test it out. Um, is it like a monthly subscription? Okay. That's very cool. Yeah, for bigger projects, I think it's definitely worth it. Git Kraken. Uh, mhm. With a timeline and stuff. That's very cool. Yeah. Okay, let's see. Three files to master. Okay, we almost there. This crash report client, is this kind of like the Unreal report where like the log when you crash? Hmm. Oh, nice. That's cool. Okay. Yeah, it's definitely complicated. Yeah, blueprints are. I mean, like if you're not organized, it can get. Hmm. Have you tried the uh, how do you call electric notes plugin? It only styles the thing, but it looks. I mean, some people really like it. Electric notes Unreal. It kind of like merges things, so it's a little bit easier to visualize like this. Let me show you this example. Uh, okay, like this. You see, so these two cables they get connected and then they branch out. Yeah, yeah, that's the same thing basically. Yeah, it's just some people like how this looks a little better. I think it's just a I do have this plugin, and I keep using the original one, just because I'm more used to it. But yeah, it's kind of nice. Makes it look like a circuit. But it's the same deal. Like, it's not like it's gonna make any magic for for your blueprints. Mm-hmm. Uh huh. That's very nice. Finding the references, it's awesome, because it's mhm. Um, yeah, I'm not sure how long these ones are going to take. Hmm. And then I will just test it out. It's the same thing as Perforce from Unreal, right? Like, just commit, write a description. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, you're simplifying it a lot. That's I appreciate it, because my other friend was he was making it way more complicated than it is. Oh my god. Yeah, it's like, if you get something wrong, you screw up the whole thing. Hmm. Yeah. Yeah, I remember working on a blockout and the set dressing of an environment, and there was another level artist, and he was we were always uh, how do you call this, when you lock an asset and nobody else can modify it, and yeah, we it was like locked under edit, and I was like, dude, come on, like, you're not supposed to work on that area. Hmm. Hmm. Yeah, you need to kind of like lock the whole thing, and just one person can modify it. Um, so yeah, well, I think I should probably go have some food, and see if I can finish this up, because it might take some time, and then I will test it. And uh, I think I need to do some stuff. Yeah, I'm gonna probably take like an hour off or maybe two, and then probably come back. I appreciate it. Nice, I appreciate it. Yeah, but yeah, thank you so much. And as soon as this gets ready, I will definitely test it. I appreciate it. All right, nice meeting you. Thank you so much. Okay, bye. Okay, nice. So I got some help to set up GitHub source control, and I'm just committing my changes, and we should be able to test this when it gets all the commits in there, all the changes first. But I'm gonna take a break and hopefully come back in maybe 1 or 2 hours. So thank you so much for watching, and I will see you on the next one. Take care, everybody.